And so the next day, final day, having the best local cuisine of pizza. No, it's a really interesting pizza. It was like a beef pizza with a curry and a carrot on it. So it was nice. It's like a chain restaurant, this one. I guess their version of Pizza Express. It was okay.
My pizza had seaweed on it, but I think before we went, we read something about you don't always know about the water quality that the salad is washed in, so we avoided a lot of the salad. That's why you see me kind of picking things off my tray, which is bad form, but we also didn't want to potentially get sick.
So we wanted to go see this church called...
Pink Church. That's not its name. It's Cheshire. I found this. It's a church, but right now they have mass, so we'll wait a bit before we go in. I think, is it 2 p.m. we can go in or something? They should be done with the first mass, so in an hour or so.
That church was known as Tanding Catholic Church.
And because it was so warm, we went to a cafe for some cooling off. Usually we go to Highlands, but today we tried Catinat.
And we weren't very happy, so we found the closest Highland, which was across the road of Catinat. And we got our preferred drinks. Although this time we didn't get the one we wanted, right?
Yeah, we found out they had this really nice peach iced tea, milk peach iced tea. We just got addicted. I still miss it. It is so good. Highlands Coffee, please come to England.
But this wasn't it. Alice got it wrong.
No, I think they misunderstood what I wanted. Yeah, this was an RT. What is it?
Lemongrass, maybe?
It might be. Oh, then she might have given us the peach lemongrass instead of the milk peach. Because there are 2 peaches there. That's fine, it still tastes nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, if you are a bit more of a sweet tooth, you might prefer Catinat, but they have a lot of syrup in there. It's very, very sweet for me. And we had a rooster on the road, just living its best life. Wild chicken appears. Don't kill it. We've become sensible tourists. We bought face masks. Ta-da! Traffic up ahead. The most local thing ever. Quick. These face masks, they kind of filter out the smog because in the afternoon there's a lot of smog because of all of the bikes. But we found a Din Nam Chon temple just randomly walking around waiting for the mass to end at the church.
And so this one is the Jade Emperor Pagoda. It was really beautiful inside. As you can see, it's really quiet, which is kind of similar to a temple we went to Japan where it was like in the middle of Osaka or Tokyo, I can't remember.
Osaka, yeah.
Yeah, Osaka, and then you just walk in and just went silent. This is very similar. I really like the pink architecture, and then when we go inside, I didn't take much video of inside because I don't know how appropriate to record like the religious things. Maybe they wouldn't have mind. They were very relaxed people. They really encouraged us to come in. And I'm glad they did. This was a really nice temple.
I believe we talk about it when we come out. This is one of the few temples where once you go inside, they will have a no filming policy. So they're like, yeah, when you're out front, it's fine. But the moment you're inside, they don't want you to film it. I think there were quite a few temples in Vietnam that had that, where they, on the front of the entrance to the temple itself, it would say no filming inside.
That's true, yeah. This was a really nice temple. I wish I knew the history of like the idols and the statues inside, which I don't have video pictures of. But there's one here, that's outside. And again, this is one of those things that you just don't hear about on places to see, but you should definitely see this temple. It's not that far from the church, Tanding Church. So yeah, definitely have a look at this. It's a really nice temple. I think that's what Alice and I really like. Like, of course, we like the typical tourist stuff, but when we go to these countries, it's the temples and the cultural stuff we really enjoy the most.
Yeah. We do talk more about this temple when we're outside, but like there was a sign, I think it was Dinam Chin or something it's called. There is a sign outside, but definitely if you like temples at all, you should go here. It's a lot bigger than it looks. Like, it has 3 floors and a lot of writing, probably about Buddhist history, Buddhist like faith and myths and all of that. This is a rooftop view.
Yeah, that was really cool. You could actually go into the rooftop.
We just visited our very first temple, which is right behind you. How did you find it?
It was pretty. It was really nice. You know how loud it is in there, not here, and when you go in there, it's such day and night in terms of the vibe.
Yeah.
It's a really nice church. I wish I knew the history and like what these words mean. You can't record inside, so even if you want to take our phones out to translate, I think they might get offended. So.
Yeah, they might. Yeah, they might.
I think there's a lot of stories on the walls as well.
Yeah. I thought very similar to you that it was very like it was big. It was like 3 floors. We're gonna have to put the name in our title because we probably can't pronounce it. I think it had like 3 floors with a lot of different gods from Buddhism. It's very pretty inside. If you come to Vietnam and you want to see a temple, this is definitely worth a visit. It's a bit out of the city, like city center. What was it, like 5 minutes by car or something? 5-6 minutes by car. The walk is a lot longer. I think the walk is an hour, but by car it's like 5 minutes.
15 minutes. Maybe.
15?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But it's not that long by car. There isn't many things shop-wise out here, but if you're looking for a cultural experience, it's quite nice because there's also there's the church out there that we want to visit later. So yeah, definitely come by, take a look. It's really nice. And it's not far away from that church either. Supposedly, it was built by locals to ward off spirits, and then it just grew and grew.
Also, apologies for calling it a church. I was looking at the church, the other church, the pink church that we were meant to go to, so I got the 2 names. Obviously, confused. It's obviously a temple.
Pagoda. Probably mispronounced that as well. Yeah, and you know, walking back to the church. Kind of looking what's around us.
This is very much this was nothing like a tourist area, which is cool. So this is like where all the locals do their grocery shopping. Again, loads of independent studios and art. Banh mi here.
I think also, was it while we were walking here, we found out the church closed at 2. It wasn't like something with the masses, and then we were like, oh, we better get back then because we're gonna miss it. So yeah, we probably also sped up our walking at some point. Enemy.
And then we found another temple. And again, we just walked outside and then this man just ushered us in like, oh, please come and have a look. And we did. And this was a really nice one. Again, very quiet. I think this is of a particular religion. And I can't remember the name of that one. But it's related to the flag, not the Vietnamese flag, but the other flags on the right with the colors.
It's a Taoism. Oh, that colorful one, yeah.
Okay, so the 5-colored flag is nothing to do with actually the religion. It's just Vietnamese, a special flag.
And then we have carps or koi. It's like a little waterfall here. I think this temple was a lot smaller. It was literally you walk in, you walk out.
It was nice, but now we're off to the church. And loads of people were taking photos. I was taking video of, I think it's where the minister and the priest and everyone else stays. And I was walking a bit too close to this police guard. Told me to get back, but then he had a nice quick chat with me, like asking where I was from and stuff like that. But yeah, in a bit he's like really yelling at me like, get back, you can't come here. But yeah, the church itself was beautiful.
When I went to film the building, it's a building in the background with a Jesus on it. When I went to film it, he asked me if I was Catholic. I guess because I'm white. Oh yeah, something really strange happened here. People come here for Instagram photos, and one girl I noticed, she came in like really short clothes. I'm not gonna shame you for the clothes you wear, but it's like you're in front of a church, and then she was striking like really sexy poses in front of the church, and it's like, if you want to go and take Instagram pictures here because it's a very nice church, feel free, but like, I don't know, that just, to me, it set a bit wrong with me. It? Oh, it is. There's pictures and everything. Oh, they have a mosaic window up here. And then I think this church, yeah, it's definitely Catholic, because like I said, I was asked if I was Catholic, but you can also see it with all the Virgin Marys, because in the Catholic faith, Virgin Mary is like the most important person, or one of the most important people.
So I think this is where, as I was saying, the minister or people who work at the church live.
So we went to one more temple and then the church behind us.
Yeah.
How did you find the temple?
The temple is really nice. Really beautiful stuff inside there, all gold. And it looks like they were doing some sort of tarot reading or some sort of seance with a woman, the visitor. That's interesting to see. But yeah, it was a nice temple. I wish I knew what again, similar to our first one, I wish I knew the history and the stories behind the images and the crane and the figurines.
Yeah, I like the first temple. I think the first temple was, or the second temple, I guess. It was small, but it was quaint. And it had like a drum and a bell and everything.
Yeah.
Very legit. This church, we thought we could go inside, but you could only really be on the outside area and look in. But it's a beautiful color. I don't know if you can see.
That's not a useful thing anyway.
But we do have footage of it. Beautiful color. It's a shame. We thought we could go inside, but we still got to see it.
Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was beautiful. And And now we're off back to the main city, trying to get that final dinner before we kick off for the next couple of cities.
We got a nice little hotel view. Yeah, Bon Ami, go there. And you can see it's raining on our last day. I think we just made it inside as this rain started, or it was starting to rain. Yeah, just as we came inside. We got our last meal and got ready to hop on to the next cities. And with that, we're also getting ready to sign off for this video. Thank you for watching, as always. If you made it this far, leave a comment. What do you think of Vietnam? Would you go? Click like, subscribe, watch some of our other stuff. See you on the other side. We paused the video. Oh, pause the video. Do, 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 do. If you ever go to Vietnam, go see some temples. They're kinda cool and no one on Instagram ever talks about them. This one we had to drive to in a Grab, 'cause it was far away. It was close to the church though. It was walking distance from the church though. Ooh, ooh.